In this video, I'll show you how to use classes, edit fonts, and style images. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, now I'm going to do this quick. So the first thing I'll do is I'm just going to copy and paste just two blocks very quickly. Okay, now as you can see, this image is square. And what I like to do is give it a radius and a box shadow. Okay. And what I'll do is I'll click on this image and I'm going to give it a class. And the class is going to make more sense to you after I show you. Okay. And then I'll explain what a class is. So I'm going to go ahead, since I'm going to give it a radius, I'm going to radius, shadow. I'm going to click this. Now, far as the naming convention goes, whatever makes sense to you, you can put it. This makes sense to me. I'm going to give it a radius and a shadow. I'm going to go ahead and create it. As you can see, when I created a class, now I have many options. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a border of, and this is in pixels. So I'm going to go ahead and do 15 pixels. Okay, as you can see, here's the radius. Now I'm going to go ahead and add a box shadow. And let's go with the color, something very subtle, anything you like. Obviously, I'm doing this quick just to show you. And change the opacity a bit. I'm going to change a little bit more so you guys can actually see it, okay? And then for the X point, let's give it a 4 pixel. And for the Y point, the Y 4, maybe spread 3, as you can see. And of course, if you want to make it subtle, you can sort of make it more subtle, okay? Obviously, I'm doing this quick just to show you. And here you can see how it looks, okay? Now, actually, why don't we do one more, okay? We'll do an animation. Perhaps it scrolls to the left, okay? There we go. We just created our first class. Now, let's assume we want to keep our design consistent and we want to apply the same settings here. Now, imagine as your website grows, you're not going to remember the setting, okay? And imagine having to, whatever we put here, imagine have to remember and doing this every single one of those things, putting it in here, right? It gets complicated. We want to make stuff that is easy. So all I'm going to do is click on the image and look, the style that we just created, we're going to select it. And here we go. It applied the same settings to this image. Okay, so what are classes? You can think of classes as of reusable elements, and you can use this across your website. Okay, it keeps the design consistent, and of course, uh, create once, and you can use classes across your website. Okay, now let's just do one more. So one more class, and let's create a heading. And I'll just, actually, you know what? I'll just click on text. I'm going to click over here and I'm going to just put in start your journey with our group. I'll just put something and I'm going to give this a class as well. So, okay. And I'll call this H1 heading. Okay. I'll just call it H1 heading. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is where it is. Okay, yeah, I'll just click on typography. And first is I want a size of 60. Okay, maybe that's too big. 50. Okay, obviously I'm doing this quick just to show you. Let's go with the font. Let's change the font as well, and we can change it to, oh, which one is this? TikTok Sense. Let me see this one. Oh, that's interesting. But yeah, change it to anything. Let's go with Railway maybe. Okay. And then let's change the color. Maybe perhaps something like this. Obviously, I'm doing this quick. There we go. Okay. So that's what we like for our H1 class. Okay. Now, let's assume you have created an About Us page. Okay. So I'm just going to click on About Us page. And okay, I didn't create anything here. I'll just paste something really quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this, delete this. I'm just showing you quick. So let's assume you added the text here, right? Just give it up. Let me just delete this so you can see it. Okay, so let's assume you have given you put in a text and you're thinking to yourself, hey, what class or how did I design this? Well, you don't have to think. Just click on here and there you go. Okay. It creates the class for you. It is that easy. And same thing. If you look at the images, let's assume, let's just go with anything. Okay. And we can, there we go. And as you can see, the classes helps us keep the design consistent. Now, there's something I want to mention. This is very important. If you are using the Attract library, um, you know, these designs are created by professionals. This is what's trending. As you can see, there's spacing here, there is styling, different fonts, how it flows together. There is a lot of power with classes. You can really change anything you like, okay? For even from this to paragraphs, give it a classes, keep your design consistent. That's the idea behind classes. I do want to mention if you are not a designer, okay, don't go crazy over this because this is what's trending. Or where is it? This is what's trending. This is what's working. So if you have an idea for design, you know what's trending, suddenly make changes to your design, use the class system. But if you are not sure, I would say keep the changes subtle. Okay, don't go over too crazy because as you're copying and pasting, uh, this is what's working out there, and this is what's trending. This is a easier to read font. The whole platform or the Attract library is designed by professionals, making sure that you're using the latest in technology, what is trending, the font. So just be careful of that. If you have the idea for design, you know what you're doing, go ahead, use the class system. If you're not sure, just keep it subtle. Don't go over too crazy. Just want to mention that. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my other videos. Take care.